Alright everybody, so we are with Make 'em Laugh Films, and also we are partners with Vera Comics. We do a lot of different cosplay related events in the community and all along the Space Coast. We specialize in videos, doing different charity events, also some costume making, prop design, and then improvisation. We participate with improvisation groups. And we're just going to go down the line and introduce ourselves and what each of our specialties are. Would you like to start, Wonder Woman? You do not want to start. You're going to start.
Hello, I'm Tia Reich. I'm part of the MELF group where I help with the events. I also record, video edit, help with costume designs, and keep track of these guys.
Thank you.
You can't contain us. We are like fire, uncontrollable. I'm Kyle Copacross. I am scriptwriter, videographer, stuntman, choreographer.
My punching bag. And my name is Jason Burgos. I'm the director and producer of Make 'em Laugh Films. I basically script write, do a lot of the video editing for our YouTube channel that we have, organize, coordinate events. What else did I leave out?
I don't have a face.
Yeah, you rarely see my face. I don't like to break character. You're up.
Just that's how he talks in general.
Go.
Yeah.
It's awesome. My name's Matt Kimball. I started out doing all this stuff ways back. I do birthday parties, charity work. I started doing Spider-Man for about 5 years. I've also been doing this character for about 10 years. I made a few others, The Flash, some other things like that. Pretty much anything where I can wear spandex and run in circles. So, kind of fun. I also have a large background with improv work, stage comedy, and pretty much just, if there's a camera there, just doing something and trying not to look dumb. Simple premise. We failed miserably, but.
My name is Romero Reich. I'm also TriceCosplay. I'm a costume designer. Mostly made all of this and a lot of my other costumes. And I'm the newest member of Make 'em Laugh Films. I joined probably like 3 months ago.
So as you can see, there are many different facets to the cosplay world. Each of us have our own specialties that we bring to the channel in doing these events and also videos. From makeup design to costumes to actually writing and editing and filming these videos. We each have our own specialties. There are many different elements that one can specialize in being a cosplayer. Do you guys have any questions thus far about, I guess, our daily life and all the work that we put into as a cosplayer? You look curious over here.
Start picking people.
Yeah, I'm just gonna start selecting people.
I'll walk up and stand
Ask a question.
All right. So I guess if I could ask you guys, what is something that you learned the most through a recent event that we did or a project that we did related to cosplay? And how do you apply those skills now moving forward?
When you cosplay, you have to be willing to improvise. So like anything could go wrong. You're taking a photo with someone and then your cape can fall off, or someone can trip or something, and so you just gotta improvise and remember, stay in character. Because when you're cosplaying, you're representing a character, and for most people, it's usually a character that relates to you in some way. Like for me, Superman relates to me. It's that whole honor, respect, good deed.
For me, I have no parents.
Lots of therapy.
Alfred.
With all that said, like when you're cosplaying, you're representing that character, and you're going to try your best to do your best to show the best version of that character that you can. And so even when something goes wrong, whether you're filming and people just start breaking character and laughing, you can keep character. Or if someone trips during a photo, like for example, if someone fell backwards while taking the photo with me while I'm Superman, I'd bend down and pretend to pick him up because Superman's always carrying somebody.
And he wishes it was Lois Lane.
Always. Always wishes. It's never. But
The
Always that
the
hope.
key is really just to have fun with it.
Yeah.
You're kind of making it your own at the same time, which makes it, if you're going to go out, you're going to put on costumes, run around, do stuff in public, especially when it's outside of events like this, you want to just, honestly, you just shelf off whatever, you have fun, people start to really enjoy that. And it's not like, that's a crazy person, it's just more of this is very entertaining. So you start seeing more of that around, and we shoot a lot, make some of the videos, the channel stuff, and it's in very public places.
Usually
You
not
start,
at
bu-
events.
you start building an audience for that, and it tends to be pretty interesting because people get very into it. And if you can do the characters well, it's just this added bonus.
And for the record, we are crazy. You guys aren't, but like we're kind of nuts.
You want to get nuts? Come on. Let's get nuts.
Bring out the table.
We got plenty
the-
of chairs.
we
All
got-
we need is a ladder, and like we can have.
We do a lot of
WWE
wrestling match type of videos too.
We need the
I tend
videos.
to hit this guy a lot with steel chairs. This guy gets lots of darts shot at him in places we don't speak of.
It's not cool.
It's funny to me though. But from the video perspective and building the YouTube fan base, I've learned a lot about the different types of videos that people want to see more of. Like, okay, did this fight video proceed very well? Do they like more of the wrestling videos, or should we do more of these music type of videos? Or maybe let's proceed to making fun of the new Justice League trailer that just dropped. You know, what's relevant? And then we adapt, we evolve, and cater to the needs that the commenters express to us in the comment section.
Make sure you do the most abysmal rendition of the actor as you can.
It's even funnier that way.
Along those same lines, when he writes up a script for these, a lot of the times, a lot of it is improv that we come in with later. So in the moment, we realize, oh, there's something funny with this costume, like with our Justice League, with our Superman. Ended up doing a lot of interesting things with him because the character from the last movie, if you guys have seen it, what happened with him, we ended up doing a little funny thing with that. So along those lines, we do a lot of improv with it, just see where we can go with our characters.
Yeah, absolutely.
Spoiler warning.
Yeah.
Funny or horribly offensive, I don't know which one.
That's fine.
Yeah.
We aim to misbehave. Is that the line, right? From Firefly, we aim to misbehave.
The wilder it is, the more laughs there are. That's why, while we do have a script and we do have lines that are set in stone, we purposely leave concepts that are open for interpretation. So for our Suicide Squad parody, I knew that we wanted to make fun of Jared Leto's purple Lamborghini. Now, while I like to pretend I'm rich, I'm not really rich in real life. So we got our hands on a Barbie Power Wheels car instead, like one of those little kiddie cars.
That was awesome.
And I just literally wrote down in the script, all right, improvise, do chase scene with Barbie Jeep. And we just went to it. We got about 20 minutes of footage where I was dressed as the Joker. We had Harley. We somehow fit ourselves onto that tiny vehicle. And then he had to film as Batman because I was Joker. And we had him in a golf cart as the Batmobile. We just ran wild around this neighborhood, and I'm surprised we didn't get the cops called on us.
Batman was wearing
It was
glasses.
obnoxious.
It's in Peter's neighborhood. That's why.
Yeah, Peter Pappas. He's the owner of Vera Comics. He is very good to us. Lets us film at his house sometimes, as well as literally every weekend at his comic book shop. So that's another component that goes into it, is networking. Finding these like-minded individuals who are your same level of crazy, who understands you. And then engaging in those interesting moments, having those laughs together, whether you're portraying a character at a charity event, like we've done a bunch of charity events up in Vieira, like collaborating with the police department as well as the fire department, raising money for organizations like the Humane Society, and then just having a good time with it, then meeting new people, having a lot of laughs, and then building our networks. So really just snowballing it with like-minded individuals. That's one of the most rewarding aspects, I feel.
Well, when cosplaying, remember, have fun with it. Your costume doesn't have to be like it's like $1 million sparkling gold, whatever. It can be something homemade from like
Literally make it out of foam and fabric.
yeah. You can have you can be a spaceman with a helmet that's like a water jug or something, and it's just how you play it off.
Yeah, and it's more interesting that way, and you get to customize it. Like, I bought alligator skin fabric from eBay, and then Romero's a talented seamstress. She seamed the Joker trench coat out of that. So it's a lot more unique than the ones that you would find at, say, Hot Topic or that are now on eBay that are the sponsored brands then. You make it yours.
And it's great because the coat was what was left over from Killer Croc's wife.
Watch the video.
Support Killer Croc.
Karen. Karen.
Now, if you guys could state, in your opinion, some of the funniest experiences you've had while cosplaying, those top favorite funny moments.
They're funny moments. Too much stuff has happened with us
There's
running around.
just so much. I did a charity event a couple of years back doing the Spider-Man stuff, and I had a bunch of older ladies that kept groping my butt.
It happened to me 2 months
You
ago.
just don't know what's gonna happen.
The ladies that bum rushed you guys in the parking lot.
In the parking lot, yes.
Oh my
So
gosh.
we just wrapped up a big day at Vera Comics, and I was dressed as Batman still. Peter was dressed as the Flash, and a group of elderly ladies just pulled over in their van, and I swear I think they're either intoxicated or they just act that wild completely. But they parked across 3 different parking spaces, jumped out of the car, and they were like, "Batman, Flash!" And they tried to like grope us and hit on us. It was awesome.
I got it all on tape.
They're like, "Batman, we gotta get inside your cape." So yeah, you meet like a bunch of wild people doing this kind of thing. These outfits are pretty attention grabbing. There's never a dull moment doing this thing. You could meet, some drunken folk who might act a little inappropriate, but hey, you might be a little inappropriate too, so it might be cool. Or you could meet the next person that's going to sponsor the next charity event.
That's the other thing too, is just, it's kind of reading the people you're around. So if there's a lot of kids, you watch what you say, you watch what you do. If it's all adults, you just kind of cadence with whatever's going on in the room, how people are. So you can take the character, but you can also kind of do what you want to do. And it's better, I mean, if you're at an event like this, most of the people here are doing something of some kind too. So you can have a lot of fun with that. Lots of pictures, videos. You can wind up doing stuff you never even planned on. So it's really neat. So you just talk to people, do stuff, take photos, and hopefully, you don't get any of the weird passes. But other than that, it goes pretty well. Best part is the stories are never exaggerated.
Usually even at these events, we take the cameras around and we think of stuff on the fly. We come across another character that we can interact with, and then it then becomes another video. Like with the last time you guys were here when you were Spider-Man and with the Tyrannosauruses.
Yep.
That was you, right? In the T-Rex
Yeah,
costume.
it was a hot day. I put the T-Rex costume over this. I was sweating bullets. I'm not joking.
So I jumped on his back and we ran around the event. He's a trooper though. Dry cleaning bills are very high.
No, I just send it all to Alfred. He handles it.
Poor Alfred.
He gets no vacation time.
Full-time job.
Especially watching Africa. Because then it flies onto us when it's not an outfit.
The grass isn't always greener in Wayne Manor.
I got stuff to do. I don't have time for your dry cleaning. Someone in North Dakota is baking cookies, and I want a cookie, so I'm gonna fly over there.
And then as far as networking with other cosplayers, you meet a bunch of different people at these conventions, but there's also been the rise of social media. So most of us have our own Instagram pages, Facebook pages. You get to meet some more people and then inform each other when the next events are taking place. So maybe we run into some kind of Avengers group that's interested in coming by the comic book shop for the next weekend. So then you end up doing some DC versus Marvel videos with them. And like the community itself, we try to keep it as positive as possible. We're always laughing, having a good time. It's always just best to distance yourself from negativity. Sure, you'll find some people who might be like a little bit too into themselves or these elitists. Like it's more fun, just letting them do their own thing and you just, doing you. Like having the laugh still regardless. And just spending good quality time with your friends.
And the inability to break character.
What character? Justice.
Hey, There it is.
All right. At this point, do you guys have any questions? And don't be intimidated just because I have a smoker's voice.
Third pack today?
Fourth. Yes.
She's
You guys say you do a lot of improv. Can you do something right now?
Martha! Why did you say that name? Why? Oh my God. We have the same, our moms have the same names. We're best friends now. We're gonna get bunk beds and everything. If I had a father, I'd ask him for permission to get a bunk bed right now.
Slumber party!
Alfred, we need some bunk beds.
Superhero summer party!
Oh, he can't watch.
Slumber party.
You have to tell Lois that your time. I'm not gonna go there.
children.
I remember.
We're not filming our parody right now.
So that's pretty much what we do. We just have someone follow us around, acting like we act like our normal selves, and they just film it.
It's like a really weird reality show.
With superheroes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Take notes, Jersey Shore. That's why you're canceled.
How do you guys not sweat with like all these like full body costumes?
Oh,
You have no idea how sweaty I am right now.
I'm contemplating on checking my cape. I'm
Lightweights.
sweating so much.
It's
It's an experience.
it's rough.
Florida is
as
very unforgiving to cosplayers.
It is.
That real quick so I can sweat.
Now, I'm from Chicago, and that was the only good thing about Chicago is the cold, harsh winters for cosplay. Because right now I'd be like, oh, this is perfect. I feel pretty modern in this heavy cape. What would you guys say are your sweatiest characters that you do?
This one.
This one's mine.
Covered from head to toe.
This one, by the end of the day, it'll be a darker shade of blue.
My Lady
50 shades of
Deadpool.
blue.
Beat me to it.
I made that thing. I made my Lady Deadpool and it doesn't breathe. So
Anything
the
with
fabric has no breathe to it. So it just, I'll be in that too. You'll see. I'll just be completely sweaty.
Black Widow.
Black Widow.
Just a full black.
Commit. Drink a lot of water and then you spend 5 minutes trying to go to the bathroom a lot. It's a nightmare. Or if you're doing the onesies, then you can only get in through that one zipper up here, and if you're sweating, it won't open up.
That's the struggle of my today. I can't pee for like 8 hours.
It's more alarming when you're an adult making this argument.
My hottest costume, and by hottest I mean sweatiest, not attractive at all, is the Green Goblin.
Yes.
It's a full-blown silicone mask, and then some Under Armour, and then on top of that, some paintball armor. So I lose 15 pounds every single time I wear it. It's a fun costume, but it's miserable.
When he's whining, he rides around on that little glider. He's not even
Oh, I've
walking.
seen you guys before. I've seen you guys before. You guys were at Mega.
We're getting around.
Travel.
Yeah, I'm worried that two-wheel self-balancing scooter is gonna explode on me, but
It'll
if it
probably-
does, I'm gonna have someone film it, because it might be funny.
We'll always be fun.
There's always film.
We don't
I
stop.
actually have a question for Harley. They mentioned that you're a really good seamstress. How did you get really good at that?
Basically just on my own. I took one sewing class, but I was much more advanced than all the other students, so I kind of dropped it. But just like years of built up. Probably been doing it for 3 years. The hardest thing I ever had to sew was his Joker synthetic gator skin. It
I'm
was
sorry.
like this thick, and I can only fit 2 in a row underneath the machine. And
She made her costume.
yeah,
Over
all
there, her Harley
this,
costume.
even this T-shirt, this is an iron-on transfer.
Yeah, each person is very talented in their own right. We take a bunch of skills and just hone them in by doing these videos. Before I started the channel, I had zero acting, writing, or editing experience. And then 8 years later, we're just getting video after video done on a weekly basis. We release anywhere from 2 to 4 videos, depending on the week. High production.
Because he pumps out a lot of videos too. Most of our big productions, like in Justice League, Suicide Squad, he'll even do the 3D backgrounds and all kinds of magic and stuff on it. Yeah, he does a really good job with them.
Yeah, like each project is a learning experience. You might learn, okay, how can we play this character off of this other character now. Like, how would Rick Flag interact with Captain Boomerang in a really comical fashion? Take some of their character traits, maybe some character flaws, and just elevate them, like jack the volume to 11. Exaggerate it, and just play it off in very unusual ways that haven't been done before on screen.
That's why I was so mad.
I think what's helped with the channel a lot too is, like he was saying, this group's gotten to a very, very good chemistry right off the bat. So we're able to sit there for several hours and just do the stuff. And you're sweating, you're hot, you're tired, you're hungry, but everyone's like, no, I want to get the next shot. I want to do that thing. Let's try this bit of shtick. Let's try that. So it's constantly moving around, add another shooting day or something. So you're making these ridiculous videos, but then when we post them, then there's all the comments coming in, the likes, and everyone seems to like it and support it. So we keep trying to take what works, and then how can you keep making it surprising and interesting? And it's funny, but also trying at least the best we can to be clever and make it unique, so that if you watch it, you kind of don't see what's going to happen. And it makes it really fun. Especially we don't know what's going to happen either, because he's going to edit it in some crazy way.
And then going down to the filming level too, you never know what's going to happen in the next take, because one of us might get a goofy idea to do something really, really out of left field. And they'll deliver their line and then improvise a little something else to make the other actor crack up and screw up their line.
That's Miller.
And a lot of times those takes will make it into the final product. Because you can't really replicate those on the spot then, those accidental or those intentionally obnoxious moments that are just so unexpected and out of left field.
Why do you keep looking at Kyle?
Because that's my
I like to
problem.
pick on Superman.
The cactus scene.
Yeah. I can't talk about it because of young ears, but watch our Suicide Squad parody.
I'll make a good hurt flag.
YouTube.com/MakeEmLaughFilms.
It's very angry. Good angry person.
Yeah. Superman
that
played
we're-
Rick Flag. It's completely the opposite of how he acts as Superman.
Like some of the stuff that happens, we have to do takes about 20 times sometimes because somebody can't look at somebody else. Because she's so cute in the scene, he's like can't yell at her.
Can't be angry.
He honestly felt guilty looking at her and having to tell her, like, you're gonna do this, you're gonna get in line. Then he just started laughing from how cute she was.
It's neat too when we do it, because sometimes we go by the trailer to try to start working on a project, but we don't really know that incarnation of the character or actor yet. So we just start to kind of make it up, and it winds up being just not what was in the movie. But in a good way, it makes it even better.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like Rick Flag.
Or sometimes you get the character absolutely right unexpectedly, and we're like, whoa, how did that happen?
Which one?
Oh, we got something right?
All right,
Sometimes.
this was back in
Boomerang,
Chicago,
we're not
but we made an Amazing Spider-Man 2 trailer, and we made fun of the Rhino, and we're like, all right, let's just make this guy really dumb. Literally, his only line is going to be, I'm the Rhino. Kind of like he's a Pokemon, I'm the Rhino. And then literally one of the only lines in the actual movie ended up being, I'm the Rhino. We were like, holy crap, they copied us.
But did he do the accent?
No, he had no accent. Yeah, any other questions? Yes. Where is she? Where is she? Where's the trigger? You never give it to an ordinary citizen.
You shouldn't.
There it goes. I have that effect on people.
Hi, Jack.
Yeah, Batman and Superman have very different reactions.
Good cop, bad cop.
It's pretty effective.
It was very
Good cop, Batman.
New people, do you have any questions for us? I'm putting you on the spot.
I want a doctor's note.
Dr. Snow. Jon Snow! Is your watch ended?
He knows nothing.
So mean.
I know.
Quick question to you all. You all agreed to have your image and voice used for Comic-Con and Space Coast channel?
Oh yes, I consent to every second of this goodness. Because
Pictures on
cosplay's not
Facebook,
consent, but we
Space
give you
Coast channel.
consent.
Pictures on Facebook, Space Coast channel.
Share it everywhere.
Comic-Con.
Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Tumblr. Put my Tumblr on Tumblr.
Also Superbook.
There you go. And then the more obscure ones, or the extinct ones like MySpace. If you do MySpace, feel free. But I don't think anybody but Tom is into that these days.
Thank you.
Yeah. Oh man.
Space.
Yeah. What are some like challenges and things you guys have learned from those challenges in the cosplay world? Yeah, pretty much like the main takeaway lessons from your cosplay experiences that you can share.
I've had several takeaway experiences. I've been in theater for a very long time, so as far as working with film and stuff, I've just done videos on the side with friends and stuff. A Mario film from years ago. He's gonna kill me for mentioning that one. But we've done them for years, just little bits and pieces off the side, but I've never done anything to this extent with such a large group of people. And it's just so much fun to be able to go around with like-minded people and be able to work with them and keep the things going, doing all these fun things together. It's just been a great experience to learn all of these things and helping him with videos, and helping edit, and helping film, and then costumes and all of that stuff. It's just been fantastic.
Putting you on the spot.
No pressure.
Yes, super.
How's Lois?
She's fine.
How's your dad?
Did you land from the tornado yet?
Bad taste.
Most of the days, maybe.
Yeah, pretty much. That's our days. It's a normal day at film. Yeah. Like I said earlier, always be willing to improvise. Because certain things might not go the way you planned. Like you might want your costume to look like this, but then you realize, oh, I can't afford that, or I don't know how to make this. And so then you have to improvise and try and figure out how to make something similar or something exactly the same. Whether you make it out of wood or foam, and the real thing could be like steel. Yeah.
You can improvise for your guys' beer pong scenes.
Oh, the beer pong video. That was a fun one, yeah.
I think those are best ones.
We did a Batman versus Joker beer pong. We had nothing scripted whatsoever for it, and we were really rusty with beer pong. So there were quite a few outtakes, but because of the frustration with how bad we were, we got golden footage. Golden reactions from each other, and us shouting at each other in character.
None of them drank any.
Oh, I did.
No, we did have drinks.
Yes. Oh yes, there were drinks. Batman was the drunk knight by the end of it.
I won.
You did. It was Batman that day, by the way, just to set the record straight. But
Every now and then I dress up like him just to have
confuse
fun,
me.
because I want to be up at night.
He wants to know what it's like to stare at this good-lookingness in the mirror.
Sure.
But one of the main things I've learned is adaptability. With natural selection, adaptability is the key to survival.
This isn't
And that applies to YouTube, as well as the cosplay community. Keeping it fresh. Figuring out what the next big idea is going to be. Are we going to make fun of the Doctor Strange trailer? No, because we're not interested in that. We'd rather do Wonder Woman.
We gotta get a horse first.
We gotta find it, yeah.
Kyle, you're up.
Back to you. No, but on to you, Neil.
Yeah. Actually, it's kind of neat what you learn as you go, depending on what your motives are. Like, if you're in it just because, like, you like to go to conventions, you like to do the costuming and dress up, you get really clever with whether you're making things or where you're trying to buy things and put them together. You find ways to not make it super expensive, but also to try to make it what you want it to be. So you get very resourceful in that respect, but also if you do other things with it. Like I said before, I started doing all the birthday stuff, working with kids, and it just kind of evolved from there. So, you know, I mean, 4-year-olds destroy your costumes. If you're Spider-Man, for some reason they feel the need to hug you and hit you. So it's like, you know, you get these suits made and you work on them, but then if they get torn or damaged, repairing them becomes harder and harder and harder. So you learn a lot of alternative skills that you wouldn't have thought of as much, like how to like stitch and hem spandex. It's not as easy as it sounds. But you pick up a lot of cool little life skills too. So if you're going out and doing those things, you pick up stuff. Originally you thought, oh, I would never learn something like that. But then you utilize it later for something else. So you can kind of put together your own costumes, you can put together your own like ideas and images. You can re-render an image and make it yours. So make the character something that you see instead of something that everybody else is seeing exactly. And that makes it really fun too.
You're up, Harley.
Everyone's there.
If I hadn't have continued like doing costume design for like fandoms and DC and Marvel and anime, I probably wouldn't have continued it. Now I'm going for my AA degree and I'm trying to get into fashion design and costume design, and now that I've continued going down like DC and the corsets, and I wouldn't have continued sewing if I was just doing purses and regular clothing, because I find it quite boring. But stuff that's like so bright and colorful and fun, it's much more fun, I think. Something you can wear and be a whole new character, and the wigs and the paint, and I find that much more fun, and I found a passion in it.
Real world job as a healthcare administrator. Very serious type of work, so this is a great way to balance out that other aspect of my life. Most people have no idea that I'm Batman.
But he makes sure that they know.
And then he's kind of like Clark Kent in real life. He's actually a reporter.
I'm a sports writer at Florida Today.
I do graphic design and I manage a company. So.
I work actually multiple jobs, so that dream is fun. But I work as a salesman full time, but I also freelance as a stuntman.
I'm going to Eastern Florida to get my AA degree and Queen Choice at night.
Oh, over here
Cheers,
first, right?
Yep.
You mentioned being inventive with your cosplay. What is each of your like most inventive like thing that you've done to complete a costume?
The ones we're wearing, or just in general?
In general. So any fandom.
I'm working on Batgirl Arkham Asylum at the moment, so that one's my biggest one.
Is there like any special like that you do, like I don't know, make like a paper plate into like something?
Oh, something like that?
That.
Oh,
Like something ridiculous.
the most ridiculous thing I did was Naruto. I made it out of paper once.
That's awesome.
Oh,
She got it.
Edward Elric from Foam and Alchemist. I made it all out of foam. Made the entire arm out of foam as duct tape.
You look good.
Oh, thank you. I forgot about that.
I had a really ridiculous one a few years ago. So I made a Venom costume. I started out with a black spandex suit, and then I applied epoxy sculpt to form the face, and then I had to find some teeth. So I didn't want to just go with any craft type of supply. I wanted it to be unique. So I actually bought shark teeth to be the Venom teeth. I'm like, this must be shark teeth to be badass. Then I added a Gene Simmons tongue to the tongue, and the tongue was my favorite aspect of it because every time I would walk around and like bounce, the tongue would bounce. So it was like it had a mind of its own. And then the rest of it I used
Just
fabric
like Gene
paint
Simmons.
to do the white spider logo as well as the white eyes on the costume. It's a very fun one. I was quite proud of it.
There's two of them in the variable. Like for mine, in the cool way, when I was younger, I've been a martial artist my whole life. When I started doing the Spider-Man stuff, I took up a lot more dedicated focus with free running and parkour, so I could do all the neat little tricks and stuff and climb stuff. And it looks neat, and the kids like it. On the other side of the spectrum, when we were shooting Suicide Squad, I did El Diablo in that one, and we on the spot just figured how to use. We used a swim cap to try to make it look bald. And it looked like another thing. And then we tried to use this dry erase marker to make the tattoos work. and it was this awesome hot disaster that also started sweating into my eyes. So we were out there filming, and this markers start running. And at the same time, we're kind of playing with the lighters and stuff to get like the effect. And it was just one of those days that was so uncomfortable. But every time I look at the pictures, I'm laughing. And I'm like, this is nothing but awkward memories. That's what makes it the best. And this is mostly this guy. His artwork here. Putting markers in my eye.
It took me a total of 5 minutes to do.
And while he's doing the makeup, of course, we have another one of our members. He's not here right now because he's running the shop inside the event.
Yeah,
but
stop by the Vera Comics booth. Peter of Vera
He stopped
Comics.
by and shot me somewhere with a airsoft rifle while I was getting makeup done, so that was nice of him.
He has it with him too.
Yes, I'm aware of it. I can stop.
Yes. I'm so glad you
Immunity.
Just do the Matrix dive, you'll be fine.
Probably your Kiniki.
He's the one.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Is I made Kiniki Ken, Tokyo Ghoul anime. He has later in the chapter, and I believe in season 2, he has like the centipede leg that comes out of his back. I made it out of foam noodles, soda cans, foam board, spray paint, but that was and wire because it wouldn't stand up.
Around the doctor back comes around the front.
Oh, that's a pretty cool cabinet.
This one's for Batman.
Yeah.
You said you're a nurse practitioner?
No.
What was that again?
I'm a director. Like actually a
Like
healthcare
your
director.
Okay.
Yeah.
If somebody asks you your name, do you actually take the opportunity to tell them, I'm Batman?
All the time.
Good.
I wish he was joking.
Yeah, you.
Do you like, if you watch anime, and if you do, what's your favorite one?
What was that?
You watch anime, if you do, what's your favorite one?
Favorite anime.
There is
I
a
know.
right, there is a right
There's
answer.
2 of us. I kind of have 2 favorites. I love Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood and Skaiichi Hatsukoi are my 2 favorites.
There's too many.
Too many.
Dragon Ball!
Dragon Ball Z.
Dragon Ball!
Number 1 single. I'm Croc.
Number 2 single, I'm gonna eat you alive.
I think he wears Crocs.
He also wears Crocs.
Yes,
He also wears
They're killer.
What a Croc.
Yeah. Oh boy. Yes, you. Yeah, you raise your hand.
And I'm gonna start a war of the nerds here, but
Oh,
Star Wars.
Brought
or
the
Star
war to us.
Sit down.
Star Wars.
how to start a war?
Star Wars.
Da, 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 da.
Is that the answer?
Is that what you're looking for? I joined the dark side. After my parents were shot. I have a lot of anger.
Maybe Thomas Wayne became a cyborg.
No, that was Cyborg.
Yeah.
This is why we have Dr. Boots.
That's true.
We're not bringing that up.
Any
Go
other
to the
questions?
hospital.
Like any other questions about like specific cosplay questions? Like what would be considered a good costume or not? Or
Yes.
Blow Godzilla costume?
what?
A blow Godzilla costume?
I want one.
We have the T-Rex, it's a start.
Yeah.
It's not Godzilla.
Which one's better, the new Godzilla or the 2014 Godzilla?
No Godzilla.
Wait, is this Godzilla?
There's a new one in Japan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you prefer, American or Japanese Godzilla?
Japanese one was always way neater,
Yeah.
but the new one, they're getting there. He's
Yeah.
pretty cool. He's a pretty cool Godzilla.
As long as it's not the Velociraptor from the 90s.
It's like Iguana Raptor.
Yeah. What the hell was that?
That's
I know, that's what I'm
You're
thinking.
probably Ferris Bueller is the main character.
Jean Reno's like, I retired my career to this.
Oh, Godzilla. All right.
Awkward, invasive, personal questions.
That's another video.
No?
That is, that'd be an easy one to get. Any other wars?
yeah, cool.
Another war?
Do you like, so what's your favorite TV shows? I don't ask about
Archer.
Archer.
Danger Zone.
Archer.
How about you guys?
I guess I'd have to go with Archer.
Yeah.
Archer or BoJack Horseman?
Big Bang Theory.
Oh.
Really?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah. Also, I gotta go with Batman the Animated Series from the 90s. Kevin Conroy and Mark Hamill are my heroes. They're my spirit guides.
Have you met them?
Not in person.
That they knew about.
Yeah, and I've been caught. I haven't been caught yet.
There you go.
I am going to hell.
I'll save you a seat.
I'll wave from above.
Oh, gods don't come from the hell beneath us, they come from the sky.
I'll be in my own place.
I wish Lex Luthor was here.
Yeah, Colonel Sanders.
Good times. All right. But yeah, we'd like to thank you all on behalf of Make 'em Laugh Films and Viera Comics. We appreciate your support and for you guys all coming up to support us and attend our panel tonight.
There we go.
Oh my god, really?
Are you going to be able to super speed it up?
All right, I'm going to try to attempt this here.
You can see that one too.
You're doing a double selfie.
I'm just doing a...
Self-eception.
That's very vain of you.
I need a finger.
That's what she
Okay, everybody's in there.
All right, we got that. Clark, Clark, I'm going to get you in this. Get by Wonder Woman.